Hello, this is Roland. Welcome. Today I want to talk about overcoming issues. I'll just say issues because there are so many. Financial issues, health issues, relationship issues, emotional issues, addiction, anger, issues, just so many. And the root cause of people's issues, of not being able to solve them. See, most issues should never have begun in the first place. Or if they began, they should have been nipped in the bud. See, before they became big problems. They should have been stopped, should have been deftly handled when they were little, before they got started, see. But now they're big. And there's so many of them, people don't know which way to turn anymore. So what happens is, you look to outside experts, and they say, one expert says this, and the other one says, do that. Do this and do that. So you do what they say, and you end up in worse shape than before. Okay? But you sense that you have to do something, but it seems like everything you do makes things worse. Not doing anything makes things worse too. So it's like a quandary from which there's no exit. But there is an exit strategy. You know what it is? You have to get back to that which you lost, that which you fell away from. And it contains the essence of solutions to all your problems. What you fell away from was your intuition. See, I'll say it again, I've said it thousands of times. You can read my books or listen to my radio programs. God gave animals instinct, okay, which serves them well. He didn't give people instincts. He gave people intuition. Intuition is what you wordlessly know. It's what you know in your heart. If someone says 1 + 1 = 2, I can see that 1 + 1 = 2. I don't have to memorize it. Okay, I have memorized it, but I can also see it because I understand the principle. See? It's called understanding. It's seeing. It's just wordlessly knowing. You could also call it common sense. A very basic form of intuition is common sense. Some people don't seem to have common sense. Okay? But we all have access to intuition, so we should have common sense, but people cut themselves off from it. Now, how is it that people cut themselves off from common sense? They want something too much. See, they want that new car, they want those shoes. See, they want it too much. Or that extra bag of potato chips, or whatever it is, they want it too much. So they set aside common sense. You see what I mean? The other way that people set aside common sense is when they become emotional. When they become angry. Then don't we do and say the wrong thing when we get angry? See? Or when they become excited. When they become all excited about something, then they rush, and then they do the wrong thing. You know, you hear about sometimes, you know, like when they're having a sale at some big department store, then they open the doors at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. or whatever, and then people rush in. And then some people rush in so hard, they rush in that they knock other people over or things like that, you know. And you say, how can they do that? Well, in your life, haven't you done foolish things? Haven't you gone out with the wrong person? Married the wrong person? Okay, said the wrong thing? Quit the job you should never have quit because you were angry or you were excited. The idea of someone said, hey, you got this simple, good-paying job here in a small town, but wouldn't it be more exciting to go to Chicago, New York? See, and you have this word picture painted in your mind, and so and you're ambitious. You want to be able to brag about how cool you are and how, see? And so you leave the job you never should have left. Okay? And then you take another one and you find out it's never what they claimed it would be. It's never what it's cracked up to be. But then usually people don't want to admit they made a mistake. Okay, so then they just stick it out and suffer. How many people have gone to the wrong help and had some procedure or something done? Later on they found out it was totally wrong. See? Well, what happened? Maybe they were rushing for some reason, or they were bamboozled by someone's words. See? Or the other way we get, the other thing is that, see, we're really not very good at decision making. See, there's this big thing about decision making. We feel like we have to make decisions, then we'll be important. If we make decisions, we're important. We're choices, see? So people dangle decisions and choices in front of us, and it seems like a really great thing, doesn't it, to make decisions and make choices? But the only thing is, deep down in our hearts, we know that we don't know what we're doing. We know that we're just doing it without really knowing which is the best way, because you turned your back on intuition. See, people like Abraham, Moses, Enoch, there's so many of them. Okay, Daniel. They trusted in what they knew in their heart. See? So they didn't have a decision to make. They saw the next right thing. They saw which way to go. They just somehow knew they should go right instead of left, or left instead of right, or say yes instead of no, or see, they just somehow sort of knew. So they followed that gut level knowing, that intuition, see, and it led them to where they were supposed to be, doing what they were supposed to do. But we modern people have set aside intuition. First of all, we've been educated out of our common sense. Secondly, the experts, they don't tell you about intuition. Oh, they talk about a woman's intuition and so on, but they don't really tell you what intuition really is, that it's the light from God. It's the inner light. And it's infallible. It's an infallible guide. It'd be a lamp unto your feet. People who followed intuition, you know who else did? Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein followed his intuition. See? Well, you have to have your intuition. You have to trust it, follow it, okay? But if you don't, if you turn your back upon what God gave you, your common sense, your intuition, your gut level knowing, your hunch, and instead you listen to other people, or instead you want to gamble, follow the laws of chance, well, then you become subject to those other people. Or you become subject to the laws of chance. Or you become subject to whatever it was that led you away from intuition. See? Not good. So you have to find your way back to your intuition. It's the most important thing you can do. And I can help you. I have a little meditation that teaches you how to get out of your thoughts where now you're lost in your thoughts and your imagination. You're lost in your imagination. That's where other people paint word pictures and misguide you. And your thoughts even mislead you. And your emotions mislead you. You get all excited about something and you think it's right, and then you buy it, and then it turns out it's the wrong thing. So what you need to do is to refine your intuition. My meditation will help you. See? And then all the other good things will come to pass. It also contains the elements to help you to realize solutions to your problems. My name is Roland.